The 2021 Ultimate Roast from the Barbecue. Today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try and infuse my beef tenderloin with spring onion flavor. I got this beautiful Australian tenderloin. Look at this beauty. It's an absolute beast. Beautiful grain fat, full with intramuscular fat. And this thing is so good and so beautiful. I just have to do something, well, out of the extraordinary with it. Out of the ordinary, extraordinary. That's how the word actually developed. I'm not an English language expert, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So what I came up with is to infuse this cut of beef with these spring onions. And here's how we're going to do it. And I'm going to start off with making a steak rub. Of course, we're going to need 1 part salt, 1 part ground black pepper, half a part of dried oregano, half a part of dried parsley, half a part of onion granulate, and 1/4 part of garlic granulate. Mix it up and your spice mix is ready. Now we're going to take our steak and cut it up because I want a nice shape that's going to fit our onions really well. Then I'm going to rub it with mustard because that's going to provide us with a thick layer of flavor. Then I'm going to sprinkle on the rub and I'm going to make sure I got a nice thick coat of it. This is going to help the steak rub stick to the meat. And this is where things get excited because we're going to use these spring onions to create basically a barrier between the meat and the fire. And what that's going to do is it's going to burn the outside of the spring onions, and the spring onion is going to evaporate, well, lose the moisture, it's going to evaporate, and hopefully it's going to create steam and it's going to go directly into our steak together with that beautiful crust that we put on. And now gets the tricky part because we gotta get this right. We gotta tie this up, and of course I know you guys want to see me fail, but I ain't gonna fail. I'm gonna make it happen. And
I got a steam oven at home. So
steam
if you fail,
oven. Dude, you know.
You can just bring it to my oven. I got a beautiful steam oven.
Steam ovens, you know what I think of steam ovens? You know, I think they're for storing bread and just like pull the plug out, forget about them. Oh, and they make great clocks in your kitchen. Ovens in general, hot air, fine. Steam ovens, no bueno. We want to keep it real. We want to keep it flavorful and make things difficult because it's fun to cook. And don't cry when things get tough. Make sure that it's equally divided. And if you need to add like another bit of butcher's twine, just do it, go for it. But this is what it should look like. This is your package. Now we got a hot bed of coals where we can put our meat on, but we got this block of wood that's going to divide it. So we have a hot zone and an indirect zone, and this is going to be our safety spot. But first we're going to put the meat on the coals because these onions are going to protect the meat, wow, from the hot fire. Once the onions are burned up and all the juices of the onions are infused into the meat, we're going to take the meat off the fire and put it over indirect heat. I can hear the sizzle from the onions. All of the juices are evaporating and the smell that I'm getting is insane. This is a great way of cooking, but there's one flaw to this, and you might have already spotted it. The little twines burn through. I'm not gonna give up on it. This is my first run on it, but you see that the onions are still in place and they are still doing their job. So we're gonna pull through. We are heroes, we're barbecue masters. All of the spring onions are burned up. The juices of the onions are onto the steak, and now it's time to get these onions off and put the steak over indirect heat. When measuring the temperature in our steak, we want to put the thermometer in the center of it, because getting it right is essential for a tender steak to stay tender and juicy. Now I'm gonna close the lid and let this run full throttle. I don't mind how hot it gets, I just want it to be beautiful and tasty. Wow, it worked. It turned out absolutely fantastic. We got the result that we were looking for. A juicy, tender piece of roast. The most tender beef you can ever find. Of course, we need to test it. Woohoo! This is the best part of the video. Hello. Our food snob is testing the meat. She walks away. Oh, this is a bad sign. This is a bad oh, she's back. Yeah. You want it? I don't know. Is that it's like it's an 8 out of 10.
Let's go for my fourth steak this week. It's a good week. It has been a good week.
Steak for breakfast, steak for dinner.
Steak everywhere.
Steak for lunch.
Steak everywhere. I think, no, this piece isn't good enough for me. I might just go for this piece. Yeah, come on. I got standards. Perfect.
I'm going to try to explain what I'm experiencing, because this is something that I've never experienced before. The steak is juicy, but it's extra juicy. And I don't know how it works. I'm trying to figure it out, but the thing that I'm thinking, we infused it with the onions, but we had the mustard outside with the rub. So that was like a thick layer on the outside. And then the onions, they started steaming, and basically the outside's juicy too. So you got juicy on the inside, juicy on the outside, and it's crazy juicy. It's juicy to the moon and back.
I think this is the best way to finish off the week. I had some crazy steaks. I'm not complaining. And this is the perfect finisher. On to another week of more steaks.
This could be the 2021 ultimate roast from the barbecue. So much flavor, so juicy.
And so we gotta use these green things more. Yeah, if we get 5,000 likes, we're gonna use more of these green things.
It's really soft.
This is one of the softest things you've ever had in your mouth.
Yeah, it's a Michelin star recipe.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're going to make it, let us know. We want to know.
Yeah,
You're gonna make this? I think you should,
We still have a beautiful Discord. They can show us what you make, man.
yeah, show us what you make on Discord, man. Morrison's there every day, hanging out. I stop by every other week or so. Because your phone is ringing. Get out of here. Chatting with grandma. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then give us a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Big thank you to our patrons and our YouTube members. Hope to see you guys next time. Until then.
Eet smakelijk.
And keep on grinning.
That's right. That's good.